This is lesson 1.6. We are on page 33 in our Go Math book. We're talking about different names for numbers. The essential question is, how can you show the value of a number in different ways? The directions tell us to use some blocks to show the number, make trades to show the number in a different way, and record the tens and ones. So the blue lettering at the bottom tells us to use our blocks, and Drew has 26 pennies. What are some different ways he can show 26 with blocks? So I'm going to make 26 first with my blocks, and on your paper you can do the 2 10 sticks and the 6 ones to make your 26. So if we look at that and it wants to know how many tens and how many ones, well, we have 2 tens and we have 6 ones. Now we can show this number a different way by trading one of our tens. We know that a 10 has 10 ones in it, but I can't take this block apart. These are all together. So I'm going to trade it in, this 10 stick, for 10 ones. So I'm going to put 10 more ones out here. So I've got 8 and 10. And then I've got my ones that are left over. So now, how many 10 sticks do I have? Well, I have just one. But now I have more ones because I traded in that 10. So I know I have 10 here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I have 16 ones. Do I still have 26? Yes, I do. I have 26, but I'm just doing it in a different way. So I have one last 10 left, and I can trade that in because it's worth 10. One 10 is worth 10 ones. So I'm going to put 10 ones over here. So now, how many 10 sticks do I have up there? I don't have any sticks. But how many ones do I have? Well, I know that there are 10 in this group, and there are 10 in this group, so that's 10 and 20 and 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. So we went from having 2 10 sticks to 6 ones, to trading in a 10, so then we had 1 10, and we moved it over with the ones, so we had 16 ones. And then we traded in our last stick, so we had no sticks, and we moved it over with our ones, and we had 26. Each one of those shows a different way to make 26. So I'm going to clear my paper off, and we're going to turn it over to page 34. And we're going to look at model and draw at the top of the page. It says these are different ways to show 32. All 3 of these have 32, but they are 3 different ways. So the first one is exactly what you would do with 32. There are 3 tens and there are 2 ones. And we know that 3 tens is worth 30 and that 2 ones is worth 2. So 30 plus 2. On this one, they have traded in one of the tens for 10 ones. So when it asks you how many tens, you are only counting the 10 sticks. So now we have 2 tens. And if we count our ones, we have 10 here, then 11 and 12 here. 2 tens and 12 ones. So 2 tens is worth 20, and the 12 ones is 12. And 20 plus 12 is the same as 32. We still have 32. In our last box, they have traded another 10 stick for 10 ones. So now if you look up here, there is just 1 10, 1 stick. So 1 10. And if we count our ones, we have 22 ones. If you count them all, you will find that you have 22. So now the 1 10 is worth 10. 22 ones is 22. And 10 and 22 is still 32. So we have 3 different ways to show that. So that's what we're going to do down here on the bottom. We're going to start with the number 28, and all three of these boxes are going to show 28. They're just going to show them in a different way. So if we look at 28 here, it wants to know how many 10s do we have. There's a 10 here and there's a 10 here. So we have two 10s. And then we count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The two 10s is worth 20, and the 8 ones is worth 8. There's our expanded form, 20 plus 8. Now, if we look at this one, how many 10s do we have? We have 1. And if we count our ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Because we took those 8 ones and we put a 10 with it. So now, what is 1 10 worth? It's worth 10. What is 18 ones worth? It's worth 18. And 10 plus 18 is 28. And the last one, do you see any 10 sticks there? I don't. So there are 0 10s here. They've treated in all the 10s. And if we count our ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, because all of it is done with ones cubes. So 0 10s is worth 0, and 28 ones is worth 28, and 0 plus 28 is worth the 28 that we started with. We're going to do the same thing with 35 down here. So if we look at this number, how many 10s do we have? There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. 3 10s. How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is 3 10s worth? When you say the number, you can hear it. 35. You can hear that. 30. And the 5 ones. Go to the next one. We're still going to make 35 this time. How many 10s do we have? We have 2. How many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 2 10s is worth 20, and the 15 ones is worth 15, and 20 plus 15 is 35. I don't know if you've noticed, but when they put the ones on, they do group them in columns of 5. So if you wanted to count by 5, you could do it that way also. But if you look at this, how many 10s do we have? We don't have any. We have 0 10s. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because that's what our number is 35. We can count by 5, so to do this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 0 10s is 0 plus 35 ones is 35. So 0 plus 35 is 35. We're going to go to our next page, which is 35, and you are going to do this part on your own. It is what we have just done. In this row, you're doing 3 different ways to make 43. Count all of your 10s, all of your 1s, and then do your expanded form down below. This row is 3 different ways to make 30. And this row is 3 different ways to make 41. So number 6, we're going to look at and do this one together. It says fill in the blanks to show 37 in 2 different ways. Well, the easiest way, we're just going to take 37. How many 10s are in 37? There are 3. And how many ones are in 37? There's 7. But if we regrouped, if we took away one of those 10s, so now instead of 3 10s, what would we have? If we take one away, we would have just 2 10s. Actually, I shouldn't say take away. We're not taking it away. We're going to move it over to the ones place. So now, instead of 7 1s, we're going to put a 10 with that. And what will we have? We will have 2 10s and 17 1s. I'm going to go to the back. This is page 36 on the back. It says circle the answer for each riddle. A number has the digit 4 in the ones place and the digit 7 in the tens place. Which of these is another way to write this number? Again, I do like to make my tens and ones place to help me put them in the right place. So a number has the digit 4 in the ones place. I know that this is my ones place, so I'm going to put my 4 here. And the digit 7 in the tens place. So the number we have is 74. Which one of these is a way to write 74? Number 8 says a number is shown with 3 10s and 27 1s. Which of these is a way to write the number? 30? Well, 30 would be just the 3 10s. What about those 27 1s? 37? Well, 37 would be the 3 10s and those 7 1s. Well, but what about that 20? I have to take those 3 10s and put those 2 10s with it. So how many 10s would I have then? 3 10s and 2 10s would be 5 10s. 5 10s. And then I have those 7 1s left over. What number am I looking for? I'm looking for 57. Yeah. Number 9 says fill in the blanks to make each sentence true. Blank 10s and blank 1s is the same as 90 plus 3. So how many 10s would be in 90? It would be 9 10s. And how many 1s would be in 3? It would be 3. So 9 10s is 3 1s is the same as 90 plus 3. Number 10, 2 10s, 18 1s is the same as, all right, so let's think about this. Let's take this 1 10 and put it over here. How many 10s would that make? If we have 2 10s and we put 1 10 with it, that's going to make 3 10s. How much is 3 10s? 3 10s is 30. And then how much is left over? We have just those 8 1s left over. Then the last one says 5 10s and blank 1s is the same as blank plus 17. Okay. So 5 10s and 7 1s. How many 10s do we need to add to that 1 10 to make us have 5 10s? How many 10s do we need to add to that 1 10 to give us 5 10s? We would need 4 10s. How much is 4 10s? Well, that would be 40. So if we have 40 plus 17, and we know that we're going to put that 1 10 and the 40 together to make the 5 10s, how much is left over? How many 1s? We have 7 1s left over. I think, let's see, number 12, which of these is a way to show the number 42? So here's 42 in a quick picture. So the easy way would be 4 10s and 2 1s. But they don't give us any of those choices. There are no 4 10s and 2 1s. So we have to find another one that could show another way to make that 42. So if you have 1 10 and you put it with 42 1s, is that going to give you 42? No, that's going to give you more, isn't it? What about 2 10s and 4 1s? Will that give you 42? Or how about 3 10s and 2 1s? Is that going to give you 42? or 3 10s and 12 1s? Will that give you 42? Think about the trading that we've done on the paper and decide which one of these will give you 42. When you finish that, you are done.